I will never have that happen again. Good morning everybody, Mike from FisherMN here, back at it. It's been a little while. I just had my northern trip last week and took a little bit of time off. That trip took a lot out of me. Monster northerns, you probably saw that video already, but then a pretty slow trip after that, but that's okay. You know, that's why we're out here. Sometimes you gotta seek them out. Well, along that lines today, I was thinking about going to a new lake, but you know what? It's been a little bit of a dry spell as far as fishing goes, so we're gonna go back to some familiar waters that haven't really produced yet this year. So I'm hoping that today is the day that it starts. We're gonna start out at a favorite lake out more in western Minnesota and see how it goes. Hopefully this lake will be great. Regardless, I'll probably hit another lake right after. Lots of fishing coming. I'm glad you're along with me. Let's go fishing. All right, on the water. Sorry about the wind. Boy, it's been a summer of wind and weather. The last few years it's been drought and kind of hot and still weather. So it's been kind of a challenge, but a fun challenge this summer. This lake, usually when you see it, we got the beautiful sunrise. We're working this edge with a buzzbait or a frog. There'll be some calmer water on the other side, but let's start out with a thunder cricket, a bladed jig. And I don't know, with these waves kind of pushing on the weed line, it might be great for some big bass. Only one way to find out. You just see it's going down, and there they go. Same thunder cricket, but I also have a original white chatterbait, and that's kind of been the ticket in years past. So all right, there we go. Thunder cricket, 3/8 ounce, and a sight flash color power stinger. There's a fish. Well, maybe we can get in there a little bit. All right, the skunk is out of the boat. New color trailer on there. All right, thank you, thank you. Let's see if his bigger brother's out here, or his dad or his grandpa. There we go. What do we got? We got a net, but why use the net, right? Ooh, that guy's bigger than I thought he was. Good fish. Nice. That's more what we're looking for. We got that small one earlier. Let's see what we got here on this guy. Get the board wet. And we got a nice 17 3/4. That was a good jig hit. Nice. White has been a good color on this lake, so I decided to leave my white jig head on with my it's a chigger craw trailer, but I'm kind of thinking it kind of looks like a perch to them maybe. Whatever it was, that fish liked it. Velcro frog. Nice. Whoa. Uh-oh. Is he caught in the drive? Oh, jeez. That's a first. That fish came right up through the... I will never have that happen again. That fish came up through the hole that my drive fits in. Thanks, fish. That's a 1 in a million happening. I pulled the drive up just to get the line untangled, and lo and behold, the fish says, I'll come too. That's a decent little fish too. 16 3/4. All right, fish, thanks for an interesting entrance. Yeah, I felt the fish get caught on my drive. And so I thought, oh, I'll pull it up, and he came right up in there. That's hilarious. There we go. Got some bass working around the docks. Nice. All right, good little chunky guy. All right, I guess we're dock fishermen today. We got one more dock to hit here. All right, nice little stretch here. Put 3 more fish in the boat. Try a few with the white, and then I might try a darker color too. So I've been using mostly thunder crickets and slobber knockers this summer. So this is an original chatterbait, and what I am noticing is there's a little difference in the vibration. This is a little more subtle, whereas those other ones really, you can really feel it when you're reeling them in. Stick with this one for a little while longer. Then I think I'm gonna go to a slobber knocker. See if I can put on a darker jig. But what do we as fisher people do? We come back to what's been working. And for me, black and blue has always been the color. 3/8 ounce jig, black and blue chigger craw, max scent, bi-power bait. Time to put a monster in the boat. All right, we got the landing coming up. I think Lake 1, we're gonna say goodbye. Now, we've caught fish. We got one in that corner, one in that corner, a few by the docks. Not really anything on this side. I think that we could stay and we could grind out the day and probably pick up some more, a couple 18 inchers, maybe even a bigger one. But, you know, there's a lake right down the road where we'll probably have to grind it out the same, but a little bigger reward there. There's lots of 5-pounders in the lake, and maybe we'll just luck into one today. So I'm gonna take another cast or two, and let's reward ourselves for getting up so early. Let's go get some breakfast. All right, hey everybody, back at it. Lake 2. Got a little breakfast lunch over at Subway. Try for a landing monster here. It's been too long since we got a landing monster. There we go. All right, we got some smaller guys working up towards shore. Like it. First official one in the boat. They don't mind that 4-inch trailer on there. This lake is fun because every fish that hits could be just a giant. So you could see by the hook set. The guy came halfway back to us. Just in case it's one of those giants. There we go. Fish on. That's a better one. I think we can still sling them in, but alright. Nice hit. Alright. Getting a little rounder. Let's go. Good to find a shore right off the bat that's got some fish on it. Switch from frog. This chatterbait's working pretty good even in the shallow water. It's so nice in a kayak to be able to throw down the shoreline at an angle where pretty much the whole cast is in the strike zone. Oh, there's a fish. And it's a bigger one. All right. Well, that was interesting. He hit right in front of me. Slobber knocker's doing the job. Working our way up. Let's just put this one on the board just to see. Get it wet. $16 3/4. I think that we had one of those on the other lake too. There we go. All right, this shore has been a nice surprise. Pays to kind of go back through areas you have confidence in with a different lure. All right, maybe we can sneak a chatterbait along there. Oh, that wind. There we go. It's either a big bass or a northern. It is digging. It's a big bass. It is a big bass. All right. You know, sometimes you just go, maybe I should throw something else. And then this happens. All right. Yes. Still testing this medium rod, and that was a good hook set. He wasn't going anywhere. Good fish. All right, this is a hat changer. Let's get this guy on the board. What have we got here? 18.5. Let's see what this chunkaroni weighs. Yeah, I thought so. 4.38 pounds. 18.5 inches, but man, is that guy chunky. All right. That's what we're looking for today. It's funny because I haven't fished down this edge yet, and I fished down this edge with a frog, and I was kind of getting in position. I got caught up on a weed, and I thought, well, you know what, I'll throw one back this way. I'm glad I did. The other funny part is I don't think I got it where I wanted it, but I got it where he wanted it, and I guess that's the only thing that matters. So you got kayak tournament fish and you got boat tournament fish. And that is a boat tournament fish because they go by weight. Kayak, you want the long ones. Although if I were in a kayak tournament, I'd take that fish. That was a thump. Oh, another nice one. Oh man. Oh, coming towards me. I couldn't tell how big he was, but that's two nice ones. Oh, at this little sheltered area. It makes sense that there'd be a few bass hanging around here, especially with that wind coming around the corner. I said it before, it's kind of where you treat a lake like a river. Alright, that was a nice area to fish. Didn't fish it how I thought we were going to fish it. I thought we'd throw a frog, but you know what? Chatterbait's working. Chatterbait's what we throw. On to the next spot. Oh, that was so cool. I had it stuck on something and that bass just came shooting across. Oh, another big one. All right, the big bass are out today. I just gotta get them hooked. I don't know that I can blame that one on the rod though, because it was just kind of there. Once I saw it, I gave it a quick hook set. Wow. Oh, there we go. Ooh, that guy stung it. All right. So first lake this morning, we caught a couple of bass, and I know we could have figured something out. But I like coming here because I got a chance at some of these bigger fish. Nice fish. Not a monster, but he's gonna measure well, I bet. 17 1/4. All right. And they are chunky today. Man, let's get this one on the scale. 3.24 pounds. Beautiful fish. We are grinding it out, catching some big guys. I came over here because it's kind of like where I caught my biggest fish, where the current's coming around, but then there's kind of some slack water here. What you got to do on these days, if you catch some fish in an area, find another area that's similar. Okay, wrapping up a windy day of fishing. Got out early on the first lake. Did okay. I mean, I think we got a bass that was 17 3/4, and then a couple other kind of medium-sized bass. But did one lap around the lake, just wasn't feeling it, so I came back to a familiar place. I figured if I was going to grind it out, I'll grind it out in a place where I know there's bigger fish, and I would say kind of worked out. It was a bit of a grind today. We got one 4.28 pounder in the boat. We missed a couple others that were just as big, but you know what? That's why it's called fishing, not catching. Just happy to be out. It's just beautiful out here. Even when you're going through a little bit of a dry spell as far as catching lots of fish, kind of makes you appreciate those fish that you do catch. Next week, I'm headed to Grand Rapids. So we'll see if the bite is on there. I really appreciate you watching this video. I'll see you on the next one.